Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to continue our discussion about one of the most important things in Ragnarok Mobile, Zeny. Because after playing this game for many years, I think one of the biggest differences between players is not only their damage, their cards, or their equipment. It is their economy. A strong account usually comes from a strong economy. Because in ROM, almost everything has value: items, cards, equipment, materials, refinement, even progression systems. Everything eventually comes back to one thing: Zeny. So today, I want to share some methods that I know for generating Zeny, from the most normal way until the more aggressive method. First method, and probably the safest method, normal farming. This is the classic Ragnarok way: hunting monsters, doing MVP, doing mini-boss, collecting materials, using your daily stamina, praying for the drop of blueprint cards, MVP cards. For me, if you want to build a healthy economy, the first thing you should always do is maximize your 720 stamina every day. Because even if the drop is not always exciting, consistency matters. The materials you collect can be sold. The equipment drop can be sold. The rare materials can become a good source of income. However, this method is slow. Very slow but steady. With most efficient setup, probably can make 25-30 million per day, so around 1 billion per month. You will not suddenly become rich overnight. But the advantage is, it is stable. You don't risk anything. You are basically converting your playing time into Zeny. For casual players, this is probably the safest method. The problem is, ROM progression nowadays is expensive. Imagine one of alien type card is around 2 to 3 billions. Sometimes you need several billions of Zeny just to buy one important item. So farming alone can feel like you are running a marathon. You move forward, but very slowly. The second method, refining and upgrading equipment. This is a method that many players use. The concept is simple. Buy or farm lower value items, refine them and more them, increase their value, then sell them. For example, high demand weapons, armor, headgears, items that players are actively looking for. If you succeed, the profit can be very good. But this method has a very important warning. This is high risk, high reward. Because refinement in ROM is not only about calculation, it is also about emotion. Many players start with, I will just refine until this point. Then suddenly, maybe one more try. Then, just one more. And suddenly the entire capital disappears. The problem is not only the refine failure, from +14 to +3 broken. The problem is when we cannot control our emotion. So this method can generate huge profit, but only if you can control yourself. The third method is something that I personally find very interesting. Investment. Basically, you predict future demand. You buy something before people need it. Then you sell it when the demand increases. This can be materials, cards, MVP drops, job preparation items. A good example is preparing materials for future weapons or future jobs. Like when a new system comes, suddenly certain old materials become valuable. Players who prepared earlier can make a huge profit. But this is basically like investing in real life. It is similar to stocks or foreign currency. You need knowledge, you need timing, and most importantly, you need to know when to sell. Because the biggest mistake in investment is holding too long. Sometimes people see the price rising and think, it will go higher. Then suddenly the update passes. The trend changes, the demand disappears, and the price falls. So investment can be very profitable, but you need to understand the market. This knowledge usually came from patch note or CBT client, so in order to access it must have to apply to ROM developer. And some knowledge of Mandarin also proved really helpful on this. Several of content creators also doing CBT play, and can test also what job is powerful, and what resources is going to be used for next update, and bring that knowledge to main server. And finally, the fastest method, the easiest method, but also the most expensive method, converting BCC into Zeny. I don't mean directly exchanging BCC to Zeny, but using BCC to purchase valuable items. For example, mount, cards, weapons, materials, limited items, then selling them into Zeny. This is obviously the fastest way, because you are basically skipping the farming process. Instead of spending months collecting Zeny, you immediately inject value into your account. But the downside is obvious. It drains real money very quickly because ROM is designed that way. There will always be something valuable you can buy. The challenge is not whether you can spend. The challenge is whether the spending is worth it. So, which method is suitable for you? If you are a casual player, farm consistently, build slowly. If you understand the market, try trading and investment. If you have enough capital and experience, refining can be profitable. If you want instant progression, BCC conversion is the fastest, but personally, for a veteran player like me, I think the best strategy is a combination. Build a stable income, understand the market, save your resources, and only make aggressive moves when the opportunity is worth it. Because in ROM, becoming rich is not always about earning the most. Sometimes it is about losing the least. So always stay humble, stay patient, and most importantly, spend wisely. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.